Very pleased to have you here in our webinar for the third quarter of 2023. As we wrapped up another quarter for this year, VIB has continued to improve our financial and business performance while creating and upgrading our products and solutions that cater to our customer needs and deliver the best personalized experience. We'll give you more details regarding our performance in our presentation, which consists of 3 parts. We'll start with a business and financial performance overview by Mr. Hồ Văn Long, Deputy CEO cum CFO. Next, one of the key pillars of the bank, risk management, will be presented by Ms. Phạm Tường Vi, Head of Risk Strategy and Credit Policy. Lastly, Mr. Trần Nhất Minh will give you an update on our technology and digital strategy. The presentation will last about 40 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. After that, we'll return with a Q&A section for another 45 minutes, and we'll look to wrap up today's webinar at around 5 p.m. If you have any questions, please send it to our Q&A box or send an email to our ir@vib.com.vn, and we'll try to answer your question as time permits. Please leave your name as you submit your question in the Q&A box so our IR team can follow up with you after the event if we don't have time to address your question today. Please note that the webinar is being recorded and will be made available on our VIB website next week in both English and Vietnamese. Without further ado, let's start today's presentation. We'll give you an update on our business and financial performance by Mr. Hồ Văn Long. I now turn it over to Mr. Long. Mr. Long, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here with you today in our regular investor update. In today's session, I will be sharing with you 2 parts. One is on the business strategy and performance, and the other part is on the financial update. In the first part, I'll take you through at a glance how the bank is performing in the first 9 months of the year. I will then take you through the bank transformation journey and cascade it down into the divisional strategy and business performance. So VIB at a glance for the first 9 months of 2023. In the first 9 months, we grew revenue. Our core revenue grew 22%, and the cost is maintaining at only 4% increase. With the aggressive provisioning to reduce the non-performing loans, we end up with the profit before tax 8.3 trillion, which is about 7% year-on-year growth. That gives us a ROE of 27%. This is a bit lower than 30% that we have been maintaining in the last 3 years, but even though we are still leading market in terms of the financial efficiency. During the period, we received the 6 awards and recognition from the international and domestic organization. From the Vietnam records, we have the 2 records for the Supercard and the VIB checkout. We are rated highest by the SBV during the period, and we are ranked by Forbes and VN50 as one of the top 6 Vietnamese bank by the performance and efficiency. For the lending growth, in the last 9 months, we grow 5.5% in the lending, and this is a bit slower than the national average of the 7%. But the special thing is we grow slowly in the first 6 months for 1%. And in Q3 alone, we grow 4.5%. So that gives us a very strong momentum to finish this year. We target to utilize 100% of the SBV lending room, meaning we have a remaining 8.8%. And that is one of the largest remaining room of the commercial banks today in the market. For the non-performing loans, in the last 3 to 4 months, our NPL is around 2.5%, and this is lower than the 2.62% in the first half. So I may say that we have reached the peak of NPL in the last few quarters, and now it's trending down. and we target to bring the NPL to below 2.2% by the end of the year. Especially during the period, we have made more than 3 trillion provisioning expenses. This is more than triple of the same previous last year. And this is not new to all of you, as a VIB traditionally always conservative in this kind of the finance booking and transparency. At the same time, we also increased about 500% in the write-off of the bad debt, about 2.5 trillion, to bring down the NPL during the period. And we expect that we would continue to do this until the NPL is stabilized below 2%. The last point is special about VIB in the last 9 months is that we have added up more than 1,600 people to our sales force in the period. And this is in the context of we are gaining back the growth momentum in the lending, deposit, banca, credit card, and we also increase the workforce to do the collection activity. In the context of the NPL still need to bring down, and the lending runoff is high, that we need to increase more sales so that we will have a positive growth. And especially this is in the context that our cost to income keep reducing. So that is an overview of where we are in the first 9 months. Now I go through the transformation journey of the bank and cascade it down into the division. Strategic positioning and goal and other things are unchanged in the last 7 years. To be leading retail banking in Vietnam by quality and scale, targeting 20 to 30% growth in the key parameters, and 7 strategic direction. So in the next part, I'll be sharing on the competitive product suites and tailor-made customer solution, leading brand, and Mr. Minh in the IT and digital part will share how we are performing in terms of the digital banking, and Ms. V will share with you how we are leading in the international standard adoption and also the robust risk management. So from the bank transformation goal is cascade down into retail banking. That they have 2 key goals, which is one is the 10 million customer in the targeted segment, meaning from the middle income, affluent, mass affluent, and the high net worth people, and also targeting 20 to 30% growth in the lending, deposit, banca, credit card, and also profit metrics. And we also consistently maintain the 6 strategic businesses in retail banking, namely lending, deposit and wealth, credit card, bancassurance, digital banking, and transactional banking. And our operating model remains unchanged compared to the last period. This is also not new to you, as we are the bank with the most retail oriented in the country, with the retail lending about 85 to 50 to 90%, and our ROE remain more than 27% for the last 4 years. And I expect that this chart would be remain for another couple of years when other banks like Vietcombank or ACB, they are approaching in the direction that we have gone in the last few years. Deep down into the retail lending, so we maintain the retail lending book at roughly 90%. And in the retail lending book, the structure changed a little bit. In the first few years of transformation, we focused a lot in the auto loan, but recently our mortgage and business loan are the 2 main products of the bank. Mortgage remain about 50 to 55%. Business loan would be maintaining at around 20 to 25%. And the remaining is for the auto loan and others. The others, the 90% of other is credit card. And deep down into the mortgage, we have almost 80% of mortgages are residential home loan at the ticket size around 1 to 2 billion, and 99.5% of the mortgages are fully collateral with the red book and pink book. We don't loan out to the mortgage still in the construction in development or other high bubble asset in the risky area. For the auto loan, we remain in the leading position with 50% of the market share in Q3. And our retail loan book gives us a very solid book structure where you could see in here that retail, 86% of the retail in the total VIB and 91% of it fully secure. And that gives us, when we do the audited account of the IFRS, very manageable expected loss, because the loss given default is kept low, and we have a very low concentration risk in the book. This is the first time we present on our audited clean IFRS. So we started this 4 years ago, and we are 6 years earlier than the market. And you could see the 3 circles up there to show that our VAS and IFRS account almost be the same number. Even the VAS are a bit more conservative than IFRS. For example, the profit before tax last year of the IFRS account is a little bit higher than VAS, about 200 billion. And the total equities under IFRS is about 2 trillion higher than VAS. And especially the impairment cost under the IFRS is a little bit smaller than the VAS account. One of the reasons is that in the VAS, the government requires us to have the deductible ratio for the auto, the real estate and the collateral before calculating the expected loss and provision. But IFRS calculate loss given default a bit different. So this is the result of how we have been maintaining the financial transparency and the high quality of our data. The next is the strategic business in the credit card. So you see in the last several quarters, the trend of our cards in force, today reaching almost 700 active card. And this gives us a very strong spending per card and also total spending. And today we are accounting for about more than 30% of the MasterCard in Vietnam, and spending per quarter reaching $1 billion, 24 trillion. Last quarter, I shared with you when we signed the new strategic banca agreement for the next 13 years with Prudential, where we would exclusively distribute the Prudential product. And we want a role model in the market of the very healthy and advanced bancassurance product, and where we redefine the insurance as a civilized financial need for our Vietnamese people, where more and more middle income and affluent people, the number of those are increasing, and they should have a freedom of choice on the wealth and the bancassurance product, so that we would sell more quality product. And in terms of the financial, among the 5 largest bancassurance contracts in Vietnam, VIB have the highest percentage of the upfront fee over the target, more than 10% compared to the bank one, about 7%. So that is for retail banking. The next is on the corporate banking. Corporate banking today contribute about 20 to 25% of our customer deposit, and about almost 30 trillion in the lending. And we focus mainly on the leading company in the leading industry of the 3 sectors, state-owned company, private company, and FDI, and providing the transactional product and cash solution, the fee-based business, and short-term financing. For Treasury, another important profit pillar of the bank, Treasury help in the managing the balance sheet prudently and also in an optimal way. But Treasury also provide a very good source of fund that have a long-term and sustainable and cheap funding. Today we have a $1 billion in the offshore fund, in the total $2 billion in the total limit given by other organizations like IFC and ADB. And Treasury also the important market maker in the FX and fixed income market. The next is VIB branding. So in our AGM, our chairman shared that one of the 7 strategic directions of the bank is to